Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. It's Mark. So, piggybacking off of the New Year's Eve video where we scratched the lottery ticket for one of the subscribers that won the consolation prize, I guess you could say. We won on that lottery ticket, so Andre and I decided we're going to press our luck. So we're going to do this again. Let's scratch it. So in order to win this, we got to scratch 3 identical symbols. Even the lemons aren't helping us. What do we got? A whole lot of nothing. I don't think we want a damn thing. So we're going to try this extra. We have lost, Andre. We pressed our luck and we lost. We'll try this again sometime. If you guys like these kind of contests, let me know. All right, now that we've handled that lottery ticket, we are going to move on to why I made this video. I bought this Powerstick 53 by Yolotek a little while ago, and I wanted to give it a good chance before I talked about it. It is basically a power pole that goes into your nighttime running light on the aft of your boat. Plugs right in, plugs in perfectly, if you can see that. And you have 3 options depending on what style of thread you have in your boat. Now for the tracker models, it's going to be this, it's got a little bit wider of a thread. The middle is a fine thread, and then this is just it's unthreaded and just pushes in. I probably wouldn't trust that at speed at all. So something to think about if you don't own one of these boats. What we're going to do is take that screw out and remove the 2 that are not applicable. And by doing so, you just remove this one screw right here. Just like so. And we're going to put the one that fits the tracker back on. Alright, now that leaves us with the proper fitting that mates to the Heritage or any other classic model. Now, as far as the operation of it, it has 2 extensions. Initially, before it's extended on its extensions, it's about 32 inches long. Now, you have that extension that has a locking mechanism. And then you have this extension that gives you a 54-inch height. I don't know if you can see all that, but at 54 inches long, is plenty tall enough to see everything on your boat while you're standing with your camera attached. Now, the one thing I noticed at speed when you're driving the boat, it becomes a little flimsy due to the weight on top, and it will move around. So you really want to make sure when you're traveling at speed and you're bouncing around, give this nut a little snugging every so often, and you'll save yourself some grief down the road. And I know you could tether it too to something by drilling a hole through it and putting a steel cable through it. There's ways to tether it. I haven't had any issues, but maybe in the future I'll address that. So yeah, and it's that simple to put away. And we're back to our initial height. So what I do is I put my light on the bottom, and it will fit any GoPro style mounting material. I'm gonna get that nice and snug, because like I said, if you're moving around, this thing will inherently loosen. You want that as snug as you can get it. Okay, I start there with the light. I put my GoPro into the GoPro slot on top of the light. And that's pretty much what it looks like. The thing about this that made me buy it was constant power. So when it gets dark, I can plug 2 different things into this, and it provides constant energy. So installing this is pretty simple. Like I said, this screw fits into a notch right here. Stick it in, screw it down. I'm gonna get that sucker pretty tight. That's all there is to the installation of it. And there she is, the top of it. That's what it looks like when it's not extended. So when it's extended, like I said, it gets quite a bit taller. And you can do this with one hand. It's that smooth and easy. It's pretty tall. Now, like I was saying, it gets a little wobbly. So, you know, when you're fishing, it really doesn't do anything. But when you're going 25, 30 miles an hour, it will move around. So you gotta be mindful of that. We're gonna bring it down. I'm gonna show you how the power supply works. All you do is simply plug it in. I like to give it a couple wraps around, just so you don't have excessive cord. We're plugged in. You have to turn on your nav lights for this to work. And if you noticed, this green light came on, indicating that it's powered up. And now the GoPro is also powered up. Alright, so by doing that, it's all powered up. Now we can run that GoPro all night long. It really uses very little power, so it's not that big of a deal. The only thing that this light is lacking is, if you can tell, my light's only going to illuminate forward. And on your navigation light, it should be a 360-degree light, so it can be seen from any direction. That's the one thing I think this light could have used. Anywhere on here, they could have put a halo around it that lit up. Doesn't even have to be substantial. It has to be there. Maybe it wasn't intended for fishing in the dark. I don't know. But I want to show you what it looks like when it illuminates the deck. I'm going to turn everything off. Honestly, that's plenty of light when you're fishing at night. Any more than that, and you're going to draw a lot of attention from the bugs. Light is not your friend at night. Usually you can't see as well. So that's why I didn't go with anything bigger. It's plenty of light. And hopefully the bugs stay to the back of the boat while I'm at the front of the boat. And so far I've had great luck with it. I do recommend this for the Tracker Heritage and any other classic model for that matter. It works very well, and I'm quite impressed with it. They do make a shorter one that goes in your front hole. Every night this car drives by and peeps in my garage. I'm curious. I don't know who that is, but we're going to find out. The GoPro setup with that light puts out a perfect amount of light for fishing for me. Ultimately, at the end of this, I've decided that the Yolotek Powerstick 53 is, it's a great thing to have on your boat if you want to record. It allows you to keep power on constantly, and batteries on a GoPro typically last 20 to 30 minutes at best. So you want to eliminate changing that out, especially if you're on like 8 to 10 hour fishing trip. If you use a 128 gigabyte card in your GoPro at 1080, 50 or ish, you're going to get almost 10 hours of footage. So you can use one card, one camera, and it's covering the whole boat. If you're looking to record yourself fishing, it's a great tool. And Yolotek doesn't pay me to say this. I believe in it. I've used it throughout the end of summer and fall, and it absolutely performed. I'd buy another one. So do I recommend it? Yeah, 100%. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the future. Live more.